Hello, travelers, dreamers, seekers of adventure. Have you ever stood at the edge of a mountain, looked down into a valley that stretches beyond sight, and realized you're not the center of the world? Because travel does that. It shrinks your ego and expands your soul. It reminds you, no matter how big your problems feel, they are just a drop in the ocean. And you're one person in a world of billions, each with a story, a struggle, a dream. If that idea resonates with you, if you're someone who craves perspective, or maybe just needs a little push to pack that bag and go, then subscribe right now, because this journey, we're taking it together. Travel doesn't just show you new places, it shows you new versions of yourself. When you step off the plane into a place where no one knows your name, you're not a job title, not a checklist, not someone stuck in traffic or counting calories. You're just a human being, wide-eyed and alive. And for once, that's enough. In a small cafe in Lisbon, you might find yourself talking for hours to someone who doesn't speak your language, but somehow, you both understand, because kindness doesn't need translation. A smile is universal, and laughter, it sounds the same in every language. In the middle of the desert, when the sky explodes with stars, you remember what silence really sounds like, and you remember how to listen. Not just to the world, but to yourself. You see, travel doesn't make you better than anyone else. It just makes you more aware of what you're not. It shows you how small you are, but in the most liberating way possible. Because when you realize you're not the center of everything, you let go of the pressure to always have it all figured out. You give yourself permission to just exist. You start to wonder, what else is out there? What else could I be? And that's where the magic happens. I once met a man in Sri Lanka. He lived in a village with no running water, no internet, no distractions. And yet, he smiled more in one day than I had in a month. He wasn't chasing status. He was chasing the sunrise every morning. He said, "Why do I need more when I already have enough?" That hit me. Because back home, we chase more money, more likes, more recognition. But out there, on the road, you learn the value of less. One backpack, one pair of shoes, one passport, and somehow you feel richer than you ever have before. There's a quiet kind of confidence that comes from getting lost in a foreign city and finding your way. A deep-rooted calm that comes from missing a bus and realizing it's not the end of the world. Travel teaches you that plans don't always matter, that sometimes the best moments come from the unexpected, the wrong turn that leads to a hidden beach, the missed train that gives you an unforgettable conversation. It's not about how many countries you visit. It's about how many times you let yourself be humbled, because every sunrise in a new place is a gentle reminder. This world is vast, and you are part of it, not all of it. And that's a gift. You see, when you travel, you stop measuring your life by what you own, and start measuring it by what you've seen, what you've felt, who you've become. You come back with stories, not souvenirs, with memories, not merchandise, and suddenly your priorities shift. The things you once called problems start to feel a little smaller. That job you hate, maybe it's not forever. That fear of change, maybe it's not as scary as staying the same. Because now you know there's more to life than your daily routine. There are mountains you haven't climbed, oceans you haven't swum in, cultures you haven't experienced. and pieces of yourself you haven't even met yet. So go, not because it's trendy, not because it looks good on social media, but because the world is waiting for you. Because every time you set foot in a new place, you leave behind a version of yourself that's a little smaller, and you step into someone a little wiser, a little more open, a little more alive. Travel won't solve all your problems, but it will change the way you see them. It will make you modest, and in that modesty, you'll find strength. Because once you've seen the world, you'll never again believe you're the center of it. And that's where true freedom begins. If you're ready to experience that kind of freedom, to step outside your comfort zone and into something real, hit that subscribe button, because this world is too big to stay in one place, and life is too short to stand still. Let's go.
Finally make a move. I think of you and all the shit you don't do. Well, I'ma make hella sure that I don't become you. I have no regrets.